Stay savage, your boy ShinoBeenTrill was popping. Today we are back with another video. Guess what? We've been doing this for a while. Actually, we did this a really long time ago. It was a year ago. And it's been a year since I made this video. We got a comment the other day saying you should bring what ifs and would you rather back to the channel. And I was looking at the would you rathers, and you know it's Sunday, and that's usually when I used to drop those type of videos. So now we back with would you rather Naruto edition. Well, Naruto Kun edition to be for short. So if you guys are excited about today's video, make sure you hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, subscribe for daily content. Now also, I may or may not bring this back as a full entire series, and we might go through the whole entire Naruto universe. I know we already did a few of them. You know, I did take recommendations from the previous video that would happen a year ago, basically snatching ideas and using that in this video. So if you guys have any would you rathers that you would like to include in the future videos, leave those in the comment section below. Also, if you want to get your Shino X Sakura shirts, you have until March 29th, limited time only. You know, you got about 11 days, so if you want to go ahead and snatch that up, you might want to do so now. Link is in the description below. And with that being said, let's get it. Alright, so starting from 10 to 1 or 1 to 10 in whatever random order I decide to do it, this is how we're gonna do it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get my list up here, you know what I'm saying? So let's start with mighty number 1. Number 1, would you rather get jumped by Naruto shadow clones or let Orochimaru give you talk? Like, okay, so let's imagine this, right? Naruto can summon thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of shadow clones, bro. Like, I'm talking about, I've never seen somebody get beat so senseless by all those shadow clones. Like, you remember the part 1 of Naruto when he basically first learned how to do that and he just went nuts with that shit? Now, let's think about it. If we look at Orochimaru and we look at what we know of Orochimaru has a weird looking tongue, and honestly, I'm just keeping it a bug. I do not want Slytherin, Hasselpuff, or what the fuck ever he is to come try to get me top. Like, Orochimaru is really creepy. Plus, he's a boy. Like, I'll just get jumped by the thousands and thousands and thousands and eons of trillions and fucking gajillions of shadow clones. Like, just beat my ass, alright? Alright, so like I said, this is no particular order, so we're gonna jump around. So we did number 1. Now we're gonna jump to number 10 because I didn't make this list specifically in order. It was just more of so, you know, what's crazy and so wacky. So I'm gonna go from crazy to like maybe a little bit normal to a little bit out of control, and then a little bit normal, and then back to out of control. So number 10 would be, would you rather have Ino, Tamari, or Tsunade, younger versions, at the age of 20, or Anko as your wife? Like, alright, so I'm gonna say this. Anko was bad. Anko was probably one of the baddest female in Naruto. Like, look, I know people be like, why is he so passionate about talking about this? But in terms of like looks and aesthetics, Anko had it. Anko had the kicks. You know, she had a big bust. You know, she had nice curves. Then she had the see-through mesh, you know, netting underneath her clothes. So, you know, you got some sight to see, you know what I'm saying? But then in Boruto, you know, she like this voluptuous, I'm talking about overly voluptuous woman, you know what I'm saying? She too thick. Like, I'm a really skinny dude, so I can't really deal with it. So I might just go ahead and snatch up Ino, Tsunade, or somebody like that when they Tamari in their younger years, you know. But I can't really marry Tamari or like date her because Tamari be bullying Shikamaru and Shikadai. Like, she told them in one episode that they couldn't eat, and I'm not with the shits, bro. Alright, so number 7, would you rather oh my god, like, what is wrong with you guys? This was literally a comment. Would you rather Mike Guy's Night Guy to the nuts, like literally dynamic entry from Mike Guy to your ball sack, bro, like, or Gaara Sand Burial also to the nut sack? Like, bruh, either way it go, you lose your balls. Like, what would be worse? I mean, if you guys are going by technicality, if you looked at Twitter, we did this thing that lets us know our birthday associated with the dojutsu that we had. And if you guys know, my dojutsu was the Rinnegan, and then when I did another one, it came out to be the Tenseigan. So, you know, Madara was able to live a kick from your boy, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, if I get the Tenseigan or the Rinnegan, I can use that power to restore, which is something that Madara didn't know he knew how to do, because you gotta think about it. He didn't know the full extent, so I might just take the dynamic injury to the boss head, because, you know, Gaara might get a little messy, and then the Sand Burial me, then he might actually just kill me altogether, you know, because Gaara back then didn't have no restraint, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, they didn't really say specifically what Gaara, but at the same token, I don't want to get sandy balls. Like, yeah, I'd just rather just get kicked in the dick, you know? Like, sand in between your legs is like the worst and most uncomfortable feeling in the fucking world. Alright, so we're gonna jump to number 2. Would you rather marry Sakura or let her cherry blossom blast you to the fucking nuts? Bro, what's up with y'all in these nut shits? Like, bro, this is no fucking winning. And honestly, bro, I just feel as though, like, if I marry Sakura, I don't know, like, that would be bad because it'd probably be me just cheating on her the whole entire fucking time. So I mean, I could marry her and just do adultery, and then hopefully maybe she'll divorce me. Because honestly, I'm not about to let this bitch Cherry Blossom blast me into the ball sack. Like, no, that whole may make my shit implode. And besides, you guys just literally try to get me to get dynamic injury into the dick and sand barrier. Like, what is your problem? Alright, so number 4 will be, would you rather fight Itachi Susanoo, or would you rather fight Naruto in his Kyuubi form? Now, there's two things about this. One, if you know the tetragram seal in terms of Naruto, because obviously if I was fighting in the Naruto universe, I would have to know some type of, ninjutsu or some type of sealing jutsu or some type of jutsu period, because I will be in the Naruto universe, right? I do know for a fact you can extract the tail beast out of Naruto, at some point. If you know how to do it right, and you know how to execute it correctly, you could probably take that shit, and if you fight Itachi, the possibilities of you actually winning only if he's sick, because if he's in prime condition, he's busting your ass off the rip. And you gotta think about it, I cannot take a Susanoo from him. I cannot extract the Susanoo from his body, because the Susanoo is something that's embedded in his genetic code, versus the Kyuubi is something that was already put into Naruto, that can be separated from Naruto, and once it separates, Naruto die, or so on and so forth. You can restore it with the fucking yin yang bullshit. Tomato tomato, you get what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is here, I'll take my chances fighting against Naruto, because even though he's like way stronger than Itachi, you know what I'm saying, at that point in time, because he mastered the Kyuubi, you still have a possibility of being able to take the Kyuubi from him. And I would rather deal with that than fight a Susanoo that I can't do anything about, because if this man's in top condition or even in sickly condition, he could still beat my ass, because you gotta think about it. He let his brother beat his ass even though he was sick, and he was still beating his brother's ass. I don't want nothing to do with that. Number 9. So is, would you rather have Kakashi Hatake as your sensei, or would you have Perry Sage Jiraiya as your sensei? Now, one thing I would say with that is, Kakashi, he was a decent sensei, but at the certain points, Naruto and Sasuke as well as Sakura had to leave him to excel, because even though he was an excellent teacher, he still wasn't able to help them reach the maximum potential. Naruto had to go with Jiraiya, Sasuke had to go with Orochimaru, Sakura had to go with Tsunade and shit like that. So it's one of those things where you just like, hey, I love you, Kakashi. You're both are Shiros, and you both are kind of pervy, you know what I'm saying? But you're not a sage. He's a sage, plus he's a Sannin, you know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty sure I can learn a lot more from Jiraiya than I can learn from Kakashi. Don't get me wrong, maybe in Kakashi's later days, he excels a little bit further, but you do know for a fact that Jiraiya was OD as fuck, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta think about it, they both got killed by pain in a sense, because Kakashi got fucked up as well as Jiraiya. So I'm just going with Jiraiya, because I would just take my chances learning how to do sage mode so I could come back and beat Pain's ass, right? Here we go with the weird shit again. I'm just saying, y'all go from normal to weird, and obviously I picked these, but these were some of the ones that had the most thumbs up in the video. So if we look at number 6, it's, would you rather be experimented on by Orochimaru or let Kabuto lick your ball sack? Mind you, they put XD with their comment, because they think this shit is weird and funny at the same token. And it's like, I mean, I would just rather let him experiment on me, because, if he experiment on you, once you get a strong resistance to poison, you could possibly come like Mitsuki and get this weird-ass sage mode. He might change you into a synthetic human that, can't die or some shit. He can make you immortal. He could put fucking Senju cells in you and Uchiha cells in you, possibly give you the Rinnegan. You could turn out like Sasuke. There's a lot of different things, because you gotta think about it. I do believe at some point Orochimaru did experiment on Sasuke, because he was about to take his body, so obviously he had to put stuff into that body to make it fit for him, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, Sasuke was already in prime condition, but at the same token, I feel like Orochimaru would have did some shit to enhance, because that's just how he is. He's an experimental ass nigga. I'm not letting Kabuto lick my ball sack. You got me fucked up. Alright, so would you rather fight Himawari or Boruto? Like, this one's pretty short-lived and it's not really in-depth. And honestly, I would take my chances fighting against Boruto, because if you guys notice, you see Boruto get slapped around in a decent amount of times throughout the anime, and a lot of people have to come to his aid. So if it's like a one-on-one fight, I might slap his ass around, versus Himawari might fucking awaken a Byakugan and then go lock on and turn into an automated robot, because you saw what she did to her dad. Like, she knocked out Naruto. I mean, it was an off-guard hit, but at the same token, she expelled the chakra from his body. Boruto ain't doing no shit like that. Obviously, in the future years, we're gonna see that, but I'm looking at Boruto and Himawari as they are now. I'll take my chances fighting against Boruto, because he's so dingy. I feel like I could do Talk no Jutsu and then slap him around afterwards, because he would fall onto my side. Alright, so number 5 would be, would you rather be tortured by Itachi in the world of his genjutsu and stabbed several times for multiple years? Because like 1 hour in the side of Tsukuyomi is like a million years. He obviously made him and his lover live an entire happy life inside of his genjutsu before killing her. So she lived a happy life inside of his genjutsu. She lived for like 90 years and died of old age in her genjutsu before he actually killed her. So this man is OD. So either way it go, you're gonna come out there mentally fucked. You know what I'm saying? And then the other is, would you rather get smacked by the Totsuka blade? And I'm honestly gonna say, you know, if I come out of the genjutsu, I may or may not be traumatized. You know what I'm saying? And if I get slapped with the Totsuka blade, I'm just gonna die. So honestly, you know, I'm gonna just tell him, look, let me live happy life in your genjutsu. Just kill me afterwards. You don't have to torture me there. You know what I'm saying? Just trap me in the genjutsu. Let me live a happy old life, and then let me go about my business. All right. So I'll try to take the genjutsu and see if I can do reasoning and maybe remove the stabbing and shit, and just kind of live my life and just let him stab me IRL. You know. Last but not least, would you rather get hit with lightning blade Viva Kakashi, or would you rather get hit with twin lion's fist Viva Hinata? Now, we've seen Hinata use twin lion fist on a couple of people. We've seen them walk away. Now, at the same token, I feel like if Hinata hit you at that time, and then you tell her, hey, I wasn't really a bad guy, you know, I'm sorry, you know, I upsetted you, I worked your nerves up, Hinata's gonna be like, oh, I'm sorry, you know, she might take you in. I feel like the chakra will just be expelled from your body for a really long time. You know, she might fuck up your pressure points for a little bit. You know, you may not be able to conjure a jutsu for a while, or you might be able to stand for a while, but to get stabbed with a lightning blade, we saw what happened to Rain. You know, Kakashi made his way to her heart real quick, like, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't fucking with that. And this was the last one. So like I said, if you guys have any would you rathers that you would like to see me do, make sure you put those in the link in the description below. And with that being said, my name is ShinoBeenTrill. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you get your Shino X Sakura, limited time only. Hey, follow me on Twitch, because you know we've been streaming over there. And with that being said, finally, stay true and stay real. Hope you guys have a blessed day. Until next time, see you guys later. Bye.